And now I think we can at least say with more certainty, if we do encounter the fiend and the friend is dead, then we can say, okay, it appears as though it is just quite literally impossible to save him. But we can try running over to him, make it faster. Don't think this is going to be timed in any way, shape, or form, at least not until we find him, and then maybe we have to run away or defend him from the fiend. These guys probably do need to fight you. A little bit concerning because, yeah, the fiend is right there and may already be trying to attack our friend, so I think we focus on this first and ignore you who's trying to fight us.
Stubby legs, too small.
Oh, he's saying that the dwarf wasn't fast enough to flee the fiend before the fiend took him out. I see. Okay, so it wasn't actually saying that we need to run away from the fiend right now. What I thought Carol might have been saying when we first encountered this guy, which is what made me concerned. Okay, I don't want you to do this. We can stop you. Okay. I thought we could potentially prevent you from making this happen if we hit you enough, but apparently we cannot. But we did the first time. Second time around, not as lucky. We still quit off. Okay, we're good. Usually when the fiends do that, I just try to wait it out, but actually not that bad. Just fight them. But okay, so yes, confirmed. It does not appear as though you can actually save this guy. He's just too slow. Not able to escape the fiend. But now we can at least definitively say that that was not our doing.
One of the missing dwarves. Shame he's dead.
Yeah. At least pretty darn sure there's no way we could have saved him, because we were pretty darn quick there. I mean, could see when the fiend was just barely off on the edge of our vision, that he was moving around a bit, and did make me wonder, like, maybe, you quite literally need to instantly go straight for the fiend, otherwise he will immediately kill the dwarf. But, I mean, we made pretty quick trip over to him. Now, we did for a moment sort of have this foglet that was trying to fight us, yes. But we, for the most part, just ignored it and went for the fiend. And even with that, the fiend was still quicker than us. So I feel as if that probably does mean that it's just impossible. In which case, let's just, while we're over here, take an extra minute or two to make sure that we loot stuff. So, look at this. 6 orens. This is probably going to be better. Whoa. Sounds interesting. Named after our school. Where'd you go, though? Well... armor piercing, some bleed. Actually not worth that much, surprisingly. Probably just gonna end up breaking that down. Let's see, is that an herb or is that a chest? I think one of those is in fact a chest. In fact, there's another chest out there as well. Yeah, there is surprisingly quite a bit of loot out here. Quite a bit. There's that out there, what I'm referring to. Obviously, there are sirens over there that we can't really fight, which is problematic. I'm going to deliberately try to just, you know, take a little bit more of a circuitous route, so to speak. Because I don't think they will see us if we are this far away. Or at least I'd like to believe that to be the case. Actually shallow enough that we don't even need to be swimming. Okay, and it's also pretty minor. Now someone has noticed us. Yeah, we can stand here, so like we could fight you if we really needed to. I think we can swing us. No, we can punch. We could punch you here. But I think we probably just, come on, get stuck. Or Geralt is not sure if he needs to swim or stand. And there we go. Anything in this little area here? Don't think so. Nothing lighting up. But yeah, I'm, don't need to go that far out, Geralt. But, I am little surprised by how much stuff we're finding here. I mean, I get how it's really good stuff. What with this being a pretty late game area, a rare place where few people ever tread, understandable in that regard, but to be just overflowing with loot, that's a little strange. It's a Mandrake Root, which is interesting because I believe we heard somewhere, this may not even have been in The Witcher 3, this might have been in one of the other Witcher games, but that Mandrake Root typically grows near, like, grave sites. Is rather grim, but also perhaps fitting, given where we are right now. And do we actually want to go out to some of these little islands? Perhaps. Given the rate at which we are finding nice loots. Might be something here. I mean, there are certainly enemies. But I suspect we're going to find the edge of the world that's not far from here. We just go up here. You're not even letting me climb up this, so maybe it's not even possible. Can't climb that. Like, this looks like that would be the angle that we'd get up from, but for a second there, maybe, but no, I don't think so. Now we just got a bunch of monsters over here, but no obvious signs of loot. In which case, I think we do head back, at least from these little islands here. See if there's anything else. Okay, that was just a bad idea, trying to go from that angle. This is the way to go. Yeah, there's still a little bit more in this corner. Yeah, that was the island we were trying to get up onto, but for the most part, looks like there may just not be anything there at all. Lots and lots of mandrake. It was, once upon a time, one of the rarer herbs. It's kind of nice to stockpile a bunch of it, but I think, you know, it's been a long time since we last needed a bunch of it, so we're probably doing fine. Another time when having a crossbow would perhaps be helpful. Yeah, we don't need one yet. That is certainly still something that we could perhaps find very problematic. If we ever do find ourselves face to face with any sirens in the middle of the water, and we only way we would be able to fight them would be through using a crossbow, and we don't have one. Okay, now that's loot. That thing that's glowing down there, that's a plant. That's a shipwreck. Yeah, I mean, it looks like many of these islands out here may actually have loot of some variety, or, okay, maybe not many of them, but certainly at least some of them, as we're seeing now. This is actually not far from where we landed with our ship. Save again. And also, you can imagine us finding ourselves in a situation in which we plop down one of those ledges and then actually can't find a way back up. That is... those are plants. Saw something. It was, yeah, definitely a chest. Come on. I saw a loot button for a second there. Mostly orange and... or repair kit. Anything else around this little island? Oh, this looks like it might be something. Oh, lots of somethings. Nah, but okay. If it's herbs fit into crates, then really not much different from finding herbs in the wild. Just repackage, get our hopes up. I am kind of surprised by just how many shipwrecks there are. There is obviously a siren there. It would be rather difficult to fight at the moment. It does look like we could get up onto that island there. Just tempting. So I don't remember which little island we did end up going on, but I don't think it was this one. we can do it. Be nice to check it out, but this is certainly too steep for us to walk up. Maybe from this side, but this is closer to the siren. And I'm still not even sure we can do this. Maybe. Yeah. Nope. As long as we can get on land, then we're pretty good. Might be the island we were on before, to tell you the truth. Like I said, don't really know. Wasn't taking particular note of it. Does look a little familiar having that point there that was kind of elevated, though. I feel like we might have done that. Yeah. But I think we head back up to the eastern and northern parts of the island now. So we basically, we went through all the western side and then did a little bit of these southern islands. Some looting there. Poked our head in some of these little islands over to the northeast, but could go a little bit further. We could try to fight you with the horn. Wouldn't be a terrible thing to get rid of some of these echidnas, but at the same time, I have to imagine these guys probably do respawn. But while we can, maybe we go this route here. Oh, I was kind of hoping that I'd get a chance to fight you first. You know, maybe not. Fine, do this again. I swear there was a finish you off button. Yeah, that's really what I hit the button. Geralt, what are you doing? Oh, okay. Well, that did just complicate things considerably. Okay, we should still be able to fight you here, but this is not how I planned this going down exactly. Where are you? Somewhere overhead. I suppose there's nothing stopping us from using the horn again. That hit you? That cannot hit you. Alright. Take you out. One of you up here, and we may or may not be able to climb that at the moment. Maybe from this angle. I mean, yeah, usually when we're in combat, we can't jump at all. So I'm actually surprised we can do even that. Alright, yes. Hold on. Just want to finish you off. Go. Still got another one, though. You are kind of in your T-pose, so to speak. And now you're moving. Okay. This way. Okay. That might have been the last of them. At least for now, but like I said, I do kind of suspect that they may be able to respawn here. And they're actually, their loot went up here, seemingly. Yeah. Thanks. And then there's more loot from them over there, but do we really need to get all the siren loot? That's pretty easy stuff to pick up whenever we feel like we want it. Plenty of sirens in Skellige, and already picked up some here. So, do we want to go out further? Or, like, even try going this island? I don't know. Like, didn't really find much here. That doesn't really look like we're going to be able to get up on that, and I've not seen any loot showing up in the water. I think we're probably clear to forego that island, at the very least. Head back in this direction, and then maybe for that reason we will take a second to loot those sirens that we did fight. I mean, if we're heading back this way, then why not, right? But I'm mostly interested in additional chests and whatnot. Less so in just finding additional monsters that we can find anywhere. There is still one more. Here. Okay. So, like, if we were to try to hit up more islands, we've done this one, this one, this one, this one. I'm guessing we probably did that one on our way in. And then, you know, we'd have these more northerly ones through. we do them all now? I mean, we're out here. Let's at least try it. Actually, yep. This direction. I did not realize that was that big of a drop-off. Oops. Yeah, but some of these, I think, are going to be difficult, if not impossible, to actually get onto. This one looks awfully steep. And we will, of course, probably run into more of you. Here, we can't jump over this ledge. Can I hit you with an Igni from this distance? We don't have the stamina for it anyway. Doesn't really matter. But for a second, it looked like you were just going to run away and not care about us. That's where we want you to be. Oh, stamina for you, but apparently we can still hit you. Hey, wanna come back up real quick? Thank you. And then we'll knock you down, except preferably when we actually have the stamina. Really? Surprised that didn't have the range to hit you. Surely that will. Yeah. Okay. Let's try to loot you through the ship, potentially. Or, you know, hop over if Garrett will let us. But that end up... I think the other siren loot technically ended up below the ship. Kinda, sorta. Oh, oh no, we might be stuck here. We actually might be stuck here. Geralt thinks he's falling. Not swimming. Is there anything we can do to interrupt this animation? Throw an explosive? No, you won't let me. If I roll, I can't roll. We can kind of change our direction here, but we look awfully stuck. Do this a little bit, but as you can see, sort of, he's in the falling animation, or the sliding animation. What, if anything, can we do to interrupt that animation and potentially save this? Sinking signs. Can we do, like, horn? I say we can't do that. I am kind of thinking we are stuck and cannot get out of this right now, which does mean that we'll have to reload a save, and does, I mean, I have no idea what our most recent save will be, but does make me think that maybe it's, you know, it's not really worth it to go through the trouble of looting every last one of these islands. You know, we'll get some decent loot out of it, maybe, but it's going to take a while, and is it really worth taking the risk of getting stuck like this and perhaps having to reload an old save? Because I think that is exactly what needs to happen now. See, this one is from like 5-6 minutes ago. So hopefully that just means some of these sirens that we're missing out on, you know, fighting some of them, but not much above and beyond that. I think we'll just head back in this case.
And an elven sage at that. Hamalak, for this was his name.
Okay. Yeah. Let's not tempt fate on this occasion. Let's just head back to shore. Because, yeah, I mean, maybe we'll try on a future occasion, see if we can get any of that. Okay, like, I really don't want to fight you right now, but like, maybe some of the bigger islands, if it looks more straightforward. Those are just plants. Yeah, if it looks like, you know, there's no chance of us slipping down and getting stuck like we just did, maybe we'll give it a shot, but don't think we will. At least not in the immediate future. Well, this is actually another one of the little islands. Not even mean to do this, but okay. So apparently I'm now a hypocrite. We did already loot that stuff, at least in all the crates. For a second, I thought we were about to have exactly the same thing happen. I was like, hey, this is what I get for it. Fortunately, we dodged a bullet there. It did look like for a second Garrett was going to get stuck in another falling animation, but not this time. At least not completely stuck. Able to jump out of it. So, we'll head back, And we will explore the other side of the island and see, hopefully, we can actually manage to rescue these dwarves and keep them alive. Of course, the most recent one that we found was not alive. Oh, actually closer to one of them than I realized. Or further north than I realized. I thought we were still approaching from the southern angle. But, okay. Speaking of which... Oh, can we make this? We can. Okay. Let's save before we head in here, just in case. Because again, previous dwarf we found, dead. We'd like to bring at least one of them back alive in order to get these guys to trust us and let us in and give us some more information. Okay. Any sign of anything at all, really? More Mandrake. And up here, I mean, it looks like, of course, going to be heading into the lighthouse itself, naturally. Just trying to check if there's anything outside that we want to do first, but doesn't look like much, at least not much of any import. Now, we did, of course, end up basically just running past or swimming past all this stuff here. So we missed whatever may or may not be along this pathway. So that's probably worth checking out at least once we're done with this. So there may have been something there. Maybe just an enemy of some variety, but yeah. Loot. Not the best loot we've seen here thus far, but looks like if we're looking for this guy, he's apparently a little bit higher up, or some... Sounded like squeaky floorboards, as if someone was moving. Which got my hopes up for a second. Oh, almost missed that. Not that we particularly needed that, but... Oh, I hear someone! That's a very good sign. That would suggest that he's not only here, but he is alive. Now, okay, can we climb the ladder? Because I'm pressing the button to climb the ladder. Okay, we'll just jump and ignore the ladder in that case. He is here. Before we actually talk to you, let's nearly fall off the ledge and then loot. I didn't actually want to talk to you. I wanted to loot other stuff first. But
back to bed, Nibbles.
He may have lost his mind.
What's happening?
Or he may just be asleep.
Who are you?
I'm Geralt.
Yeah, so here's the thing, like, his friends were not exactly so keen on sharing information. This might be a good opportunity to get some of that out of this guy, who's maybe not quite as cautious as his friends were.
You and your friends. What's your story?
Rabbinick and Company. Real estate appraisal, insurance, mass event organization. Gaspard Sutter. My mates call me Sleepy. I even slept through that storm. It's a shame so many died.
They're gonna be the 7 dwarves? This guy's Sleepy. You know, Angry might have been the guy we were talking to most in the actual hut. Don't know what the guy who got killed would have been, but... Any sign of Siri?
Any chance you've seen an ashen-haired woman around here?
Here? Nay, not a soul. But a lot passes me by on account of my sleeping.
We could just ignore him for now and come back later. That is a little strange. I don't know why we would ever want to do that. It does raise some suspicion. In some way, I'm like, huh? Does that mean does the order in which we do certain things matter? And might we actually want to come back to this guy and finish with him? I mean, no reason to do that, at least not that we know of at this stage, so I think we just, yeah, tell him that his friends want us to find it.
Your friends asked me to find you, Ferenc, and Ivo.
I'm afeard they're dead. Some horrors swarmed Ivo, saw it with my own eyes. And Ferenc, I heard him. A blood-curdling cry, then the roar of a beast.
Let's get back to the hut. I'll protect you along the way.
Shame about the lads, really, but what can you do? Come on.
Okay, so it does sound like we're gonna have to escort this guy
I
back
should warn you, I
to the
suffer
hut.
from narcolepsy, meaning...
Oh no.
I know what it means. Don't worry, I'll keep you awake.
Off we go then.
Actually going to need to do a an escort mission in which this guy's gonna fall asleep on us every other minute. That sounds very annoying. I assume he's gonna have a light bar. And we don't see it now, but it's definitely saved. And we'll come back here to loot if that ever seems like that's necessary, but okay. So definitely need to keep an eye on you, or at least an eye on our minimap to see where you are. I do suspect that we will run into some monsters here, especially since we did not actually walk this pathway previously. Yep. Presumably, that means there are going to be... But please don't attack him. Where are you? Please don't hit him. Okay. They're dead. But I suspect we will have at least one, if not two more rounds of that.
I'll soon...
Wake up.
I don't want to go to school.
Alright, as long as you don't, like, fall asleep when we're trying to run away from some kind of enemy, should be good. It was conveniently right after the enemy showed up.
Almost nothing.
You know, it ain't on my map.
A common characteristic of Enchanted Islands.
You think it's enchanted?
It's
Absolutely.
the one thing I'm sure of.
Okay, just wanted to make sure we didn't miss out on any of that conversation, but let's keep on moving now. Yeah, I'm expecting for at least one, maybe two more rounds of those types of enemies. But we're actually not that far from the hut. What the heck was that? It sounded like an enemy, yes, but it's a very weird sound. Okay. You're saying it's actually quickest... Hold on. Like halfway there now? We did not go this way before, so I don't actually know if, like... This looks the quickest to go up the northernmost route, but there are actually little gaps in the pathway, and... Is that problematic? It might be... Oh! That's the other guy! That's his other friend. Okay, I see you. I'm kind of hoping that we can go and bring this dude back to the hut first, and then come back for you. But that may not be the case. I see you. I know you're there. But I kind of just want to take this one dwarf at a time, because otherwise, if we have to defend multiple at a time, that might just get more difficult. I'd like to avoid that if we can. Although I may have taken the most indirect route. I appear to have taken the most indirect route. At least does not appear to be a route that has much in the way of enemies. So there's that working in our favor.
Drifted off. I'll soon...
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was going to be like time-based. Like after a minute or two, he automatically falls asleep regardless of what's happening at the time, or if it was going to be... What is happening to your foot? Oh my god! Yeah, or if it was going to be like after you walk a certain distance, he always falls asleep.
Looking for someone.
Here?
Just kind of turned out that way.
Not too keen on talking about it, are you?
Not really.
Alright, come on. Should be getting close now. We're heading the opposite... Oh no, this is... Oh, I was walking toward this one. That's why. That's why. Yeah. This is the one that's actually the hut. Okay, that makes much more sense. Okay. There it is. I suppose there's still a small chance we'll find an enemy right here, but pretty low chances at that.
This place seems safe enough. Just be sure and come back. And make it quick, eh? Not that much to see here.
Alright, not really sure what to make of that, but still another one to return. Oh, you're just gonna chill here? Okay, you're gonna chill here. Right? Yeah. So let's rescue the other guy. And then presumably we'll be able to do something to chat with those fellows. Okay. Cave entrance? No. I don't think so. Alright, so we know... Ooh, this guy's over here. This is not really the way to do that. It's a shortcut. Or now we're going the wrong way. This way. It's like right there. Yeah. How do we get there? That's my question. This is higher up. This is gonna be lower down if we go this way. How do we actually get you down, though? Whoa! Hello? I'm assuming we just kind of take this one enemy at a time here and attack you guys.
A man! Am I ever pleased to see you?
Technically a Witcher,
Talk to your
but
friends.
yeah.
Come down.
Right. I'm coming.
There.
You lucky devil, you. You know, I've one regret. That...
Hold on. Take. Oh, it easy.
Dead.
Oh my
Damn.
god, dude. Freaking idiot, man. Did the hard part. What the heck? Sounds like that was English. Pretty sure that's just the sound of this enemy here. Now you genius. We won't really be able to see, but oh, you're not dead. I assumed you were dead. You are now dead. Okay. I think now is probably a good time for us to do a little bit more looting here. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff in there. Because I think once we head back to the hut, a lot of stuff is going to start to kick off. So let's save here. Because we did find... I don't think there's any way to save that guy. Because, you know, what are we going to do to stop him from falling, right? Don't think there were any options. Don't think there was any conveniently placed mattresses that we could have just shifted a little bit. Make it so he landed on that more safely. But, yeah, this might be one of our last chances to actually loot around here. But we might find ourselves getting into one of those infinite falling snares that we found ourselves in recently. And that's no good. Hence the save. Let's check our map here to see just how many islands are out here. Like, there's some big ones. Oh, hold on, I actually meant to drop that there. Not close the map. This may not even be one that we can actually get to, but curious here. Looks like that's climbable. Sort of. Well, there's rib leaf. Hello. Don't mind us. That one. Does that look feasible to actually get there? I don't know. It's kind of a steep side to that island. Like this right here where we're looking might be the easiest way to get up, but even that I'm not sure we'd be able to do. I don't know. That might actually be somewhere where you can't go. This pretty remote chest does have some half-decent stuff in it, but not amazing. I thought we saw there was actually an entrance to the caves themselves. But I would kind of like to try to actually go in those at some point. Nothing in there? No? What is this? This would take us down toward this little island here. Let's check this out real quick. Hoping we can get back up there easily enough, but you never really know. These strange land masses. Yeah, I don't know about this. Oh, there are some... Okay. Certainly some loot, at least right here. Don't know about the island, but we'll nab this at the very least. And that. There are some sirens over there that we'll want to avoid. But they should be far enough away that they aren't really a problem. Okay. Some orange. Then the question becomes, do we mess with this stuff? Before we potentially get into a fight with those sirens, let's save. They will be a pain to deal with. We do have to fight them, but I'm not seeing any signs of loot here. Oh, up there, yes. But we really need a place where we can actually stand. So we can fight those sirens without needing to use crossbow, because we don't have a crossbow. How do you get up there? I don't know. That looks very steep. And we did see some yellow stuff lighting up there, which suggested that there was a way, or there was loot there to be had. But it really just looks completely inaccessible. Or at least from this distance it does, and I don't really want to get any closer unless we were absolutely certain that we could do it. And I'm not, so I won't. Now here's a place where we can stand, but probably still a little too steep for us to actually draw a sword. Well, we can. I mean, if we really need to, we could kite one of those sirens over here, but that just seems like that's a little too much of an ordeal for something that ultimately may not be much. And this is just some herbs here. Oh, although, hold on a second. What? We haven't looted this? Oh, we were a little bit higher up, weren't we? We actually haven't been here yet. Come on, Hero. Ooh. I think those are actually, both those trousers and that sword are typically good base items for us. They have some offensive stuff on the pants, and that was what? Armor piercing, or maybe even crit damage on that type of sword. Let's take a quick look here. Sword is low enough of a level, yeah, the damage is still going to be a downgrade, but the crit damage bonus is very nice. You get a little bit of crit chance. It's like, if we could get a higher level version of this type of sword, that'd be fantastic. But alas, we're not there yet. Now, like I said, we actually haven't been through. This looks like at least one way to the caves. Perhaps? I don't know. It's a pretty small cave. But we did see one that looked like it led out right next to the cabin, which would be kind of nice, seeing as how we have now encountered all the dwarves. Now, have we brought them back? Not exactly. But yeah, this is the spot we were eyeing before. In which case, there may not be much left for us to check out here, other than when we first came here, we did explore a bit around the shoreline where we first landed, but then we had to reload a save and may have not actually looted on this iteration, if you will. So let's just take a quick check here. Because like I said, I feel like there's certainly at least a chance that once we start chatting with the dwarves again, that we may no longer have the opportunity to explore around here. This might be our last chance. Yeah, do some of this looting. He is in fact still... Oh, maybe there's not stuff there. That is looted. But I think a little bit later we saw this chest under here. Yes, we do still need to pick up. Okay. And there were some chests a little bit further out as well. So why don't we nab those? And then Thought they were, yeah. Then we'll head back to the dwarves. Yeah, I mean, it's like Sapphire Dust, which is the lowest version of Sapphires, and gotten other similar things like Emerald and Ruby, Dust and whatnot. But that is still something. Got Diamond Dust this time, and Amber and Emerald, so exactly what I was saying. Kind of like explore this. Let's just save real quick. Which one is this? This, yeah, I suspect this is one of the ones that we did in fact end up standing on our way in. This is like directly on the path over here. And that may have been the place where we got stuck as well. Let's not get stuck there. Let's deliberately try to jump to not land on the shallow, rocky, watery areas where the game isn't going to know if we're technically supposed to be swimming or standing. There's something else that we miss. Oh, I think we did get that in the previous save, but then must have missed it when we reloaded. More stuff here as well? I don't know. I don't know about this. The game just not recall which chest we looted? Possibly. Sometimes that does happen until we actually get right next to it and try to loot it, but might be. Yeah. We can still pick this stuff up. So that's cool. Oh, that might have been the case here. Yes, it was. In fact, that's the first, I think the only time we've ever actually been able to click the loot button and have it show up completely blank. I guess we could also fight more of these dudes if we really wanted to. Here's how much experience they give. We're on 1946. Let's just test this out real quick. Is there, what, level 19, which is, it's not super high, but it's something. Come on. Where are you approaching from? Over there, apparently. Oh, okay. There's an interesting finishing move for you from a very long ways away, but I guess we'll take it. Oh, except the loot is actually at our feet. Yeah, how much experience did that give us? 2. The answer, it would appear. Yeah, so I think at this stage we have more or less looted just about everything that there is to loot. There was the pathway between the lighthouse and the hut where we did have to do a little bit of just beelining it back to the hut. You know, we didn't want to like deviate too much from the path in case we were at risk of having our friends drop dead. There's a chance or something a little bit more over in this direction that we might have sped past. But even then, maybe not too much? I don't know. This is pretty windy, so like I'm not... Yeah. I think there might have been one path. One path that kind of went off more toward the harbor-ish area, if you want to call it that, where we landed. Yeah, like this one over to the left here. Not sure we ever tried going down here. Whoa, hello. Not see ya. It's kind of your thing, I suppose. Oh, there are multiple of you, in fact. Oh, I think this was actually the way we were supposed to go with our narcoleptic friend. And it would have meant that we would have run into more of these guys. Because I was surprised by how few we ran into. I think we deviated a bit from the path and ended up taking what was actually a more indirect route that made us go past the other guy. We weren't technically supposed to do that, so to speak. At least I don't think so. Is this the path to the lighthouse, or is this the other path we were saying? This is the path to the lighthouse. Let's try this down here and just see if there's anything we might have missed. Not. Did see some things lined up, but it's mostly plants, at least it would appear. Want it to be a little more thorough, just in case. But I think we're good here. Yeah, like this probably would have been the path we would have taken. With our other friend. Drop below here. Would it have taken us through the caves and whatnot? Or up there past the other friend? Maybe. And this is potentially a way up, but I don't know about this. This seems like a bad idea. Oh, good thing I hit the roll button. Good thing I hit the roll button. Okay, let's head back. Oh, let's head back with our pockets 5 orange heavier. I knew there'd be something over there. Just knew it. I told you. Told you, didn't I? Shortcuts. More shortcuts. At this point, it probably takes you so long to climb, that's arguably not even a shortcut, but... Celandine. Oh, yes. Probably the most common. But now we'll head over here.